Hello, hello, hello. Hi, I am Natalie Mack of Homeschool Natalie Mack, and I want to talk today with you just for a little bit about dual enrollment and what is it, and does your child need it? And we're just going to be just for a quick moment. My homeschooling high school boot camp is starting in a bit today. And so we're just going to chat a little bit. And if you check out the description, you'll know a little bit more about that boot camp and how you can sign up. And I look forward to seeing you there. So, dual enrollment. I remember our oldest daughter went on a mission trip with dad, and dad was a Navy chaplain at the time. We are on the retired side now, but he was a Navy chaplain at the time, and he had an opportunity to go to Ukraine for a mission trip. And so he took both of our daughters, our oldest daughter and our youngest daughter, and Russian is the language of Ukraine, if you were not familiar. And so when she came back, she said, "Oh, mommy, I would love to learn Russian." And I thought, okay, how are we going to make this happen? And as homeschoolers do, we find the ways to make it happen, right? We don't necessarily depend upon someone else always. We figure out like what resources exist for this. And we came upon several resources. We initially started with Rosetta Stone, and that worked until she mastered that. And we needed something a little bit more challenging, a little bit more in depth. And so that's when we actually found out about dual enrollment with our oldest daughter, who was looking for more in depth Russian classes. And so we were living in Virginia Beach at the time, and we were able to find out that Tidewater Community College actually had Russian 101 and Russian 102. And so, long story short, we actually enrolled her in Russian 101. She aced the class. So, there's a nugget there about homeschoolers' ability, right? Especially within college courses and dual enrollment. And then she went on to take Russian 102 and aced that as well. So that's our first entree into dual enrollment. And so, what is dual enrollment? Well, it's typically the ability for students to take courses at your local community college. It has morphed into online dual enrollment opportunities as well, where 4 year universities will offer a dual enrollment program. But traditionally and most commonly, it is your local community college. And the amazing thing about dual enrollment is that students who take semester long courses that are typically 3 to 5 credit hours, typically that equates to one high school year, right? So let's just break it down to an English course, say English 101, right? Which is kind of traditionally what beginning college composition type course. And that's traditionally a 3 to 5 semester hour course. Now, some community colleges are on a quarter schedule, but most of them are on a semester schedule. So, English 101, one semester course, it's 3 to 5 credit hours traditionally, and that equates to one high school English course, 1 year long high school English course. So, you can see the possibilities, right? And so many families look for that opportunity, and students love it because, wow, I can get my courses done much quicker. And not necessarily that they just want to be finished school, there's that, some maybe, but many of them have other interests and passions that they want to spend their time on. And academics is vastly important for many families, and especially those who are college bound or maybe going to a military service academy. But in general, homeschoolers also would love to spend time on the things that they really are passionate about, the things that they want to know more about, the things that they want more exposure with. And so, having said that, taking these dual enrollment courses allows students to really kind of move through their upper levels of high school pretty quickly and get that college kind of feel to courses, as well as It serves as an amazing opportunity to get letters of recommendation because your college professor, if you show up, do the work, and do really well in the course, or when I say really well, you don't have to necessarily equate that to an A, but a solid student, right, that participates and is invested, does the homework, all the things. Many professors, many college courses instructors would say, yeah, I'd be willing to write a letter of recommendation. That becomes important, parents, when the students are going on to opportunities that request um, an outside person to say your student is great, your student is well, right? And so dual enrollment becomes this opportunity for your student to get someone else who says, yeah, I see you and you are amazing, you're dynamic, and I want to be in your corner. I want to write a recommendation letter for you. And that letter could potentially go to the Common App, right? Be uploaded or not necessarily uploaded. It would the person would serve as a recommender potentially and would be able to then send the letter to through the portal, right? And that's for another conversation about the Common App. But also, this letter recommendation and this person who is in your corner would be able to also um, um, provide a letter of recommendation for like a scholarship opportunity, right? So there's so many opportunities with dual enrollment, and I'm not going to be able to cover everything, but I do have a homeschooling high school decisions boot camp. And once I finish today with this live, I'm segueing over into our private boot camp group, and I will be doing our first the welcome and then the first lesson today. So the link, if you want to look at that boot camp opportunity and you are looking for a little bit of a community, a little bit of support, a little bit of an opportunity to answer your particular unique questions, right? Outside of this short, like Facebook Live, then definitely click the link in the description. It's Natalie and then hyphen or a dash Mac, MACK.com/, boot camp, and you can check it out and you can drop in. And even if you're not able to join me live today, the replay is available. You'll be in the private group. It's a community, and I would love to welcome you there. I'd be so excited about that. The opportunity will be dynamic. We have finished graduating our five, and I am still committed to making sure that you get the support you need for your child or your children, because when homeschooling works, it really works. And I want to be a part of that journey with you. So join me in the high school decisions boot camp, okay? Now, I see a question here from Barry and Pink. How you doing? Hey, thanks for joining me live. And hello to my replay viewers. Please share this out. It's shareable. I know you know others who would love to get, some of the information, right? And get their questions answered, especially about the boot camp. So I need to get more info on dual enrollment. I have a class, so I can't stay, but I'll be reaching out to you. Thank you for this info. You are so welcome. I'm here for you. And again, the boot camp is where we can go deeper, right? It will be a community of families who have questions about high school. They have decisions they need to make, and we'll be popping in. So I am going to go ahead and jump over into my boot camp, and you can catch the replay. Click the link and join the boot camp. Okay. All right. All the best to you and to your students.